What is going on, guys? Going to talk to you guys in regards to some of the questions that I generally get, and I just find that it's easier if talk from here, essentially, because I get sometimes I get too many questions. So again, if you guys want to reach out or you guys want to talk to me, DM me, send me your questions there. I can't always do like I got the initial, like if you do want to talk for like 5 to 10 minutes, we could always do that. However, with the amount of questions that I do get, I prefer the DMs. It gives me time to answer to it. And again, if you are looking for a full 30-minute consultation, be sure to get me. Links are in the description as usual. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to answer a question in regards to a topic that continuously comes up. And this topic is, how do I last longer in bed? I put up the podcast with Matt Cook, right, where he was talking about how to last longer. A lot of you guys, have this question and it continues to come up. And I know from experience as well, it's like you look for good, solid answers online and you always get the same shit, right? And it's not really good. It's not really like, okay, that technique really doesn't help me. So the whole purpose of doing this is making like a little mini series, right? We're going to open up with things that we're going to use so that we can actually last longer in bed without basically, like that. There's just too many things online where it's just pretty generic. So we're just going to go over techniques. And again, the whole purpose of this podcast is to have solutions. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to talk about the solutions. So the first thing that we got to discuss, if you want to last longer in bed, my guy, and you're breathing like mouth breathing just like that, you are not going to last long. In fact, you are probably going to bust your nut extremely quick. So the first thing you got to get down is your breath work, right? And the best way to go about it is to edge. But what you got to do is combine your edging sessions with breath work. What do I mean? Let's say you're edging, right? You want to make sure that you are edging in a way that obviously, you're fully stimulated, you feel good, feel the erection, you're 100%, and you feel that you can sustain it. Do all that good stuff, right? That is number one, right? You got to make sure that you have that down pat. Great way to improve your breath work, though, is when you are edging, you slow down and you learn to breathe from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. But better yet, keep your mouth closed for as much as you can. So during the edging session, basically you want to be just breathing slowly. Slow it down, man. Do box breaths, right? 5 seconds in, 5-second hold, 5-second out, right? Control yourself. And you want to feel the sensations of how you feel from your cock or your root chakra. And you want to just basically have that going through your entire body. In doing so, it'll teach you to actually control this energy. So you don't feel like you're just like, oh man, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to bust it. Like, no, you want to slow it down. You want to slow it down, Charlie Brown. You want to take your time. You want to be balls deep and all that punani dripping wet down your hard cock. And you want to enjoy every minute of it, every second of it. You don't want to be ready to bust and you're like a minute in, man. You don't want to be one pump chump. You don't want that to be you, right? So the best way to go about it is just start breathing during your stamina sessions, your edging sessions, right? So you want to do 5 seconds, right? 5 seconds, 7 seconds. And the thing is too, even with the hold, I would recommend not holding in between for longer than 2 to 3 seconds. Because then you just start building up pressure and a lot of guys will just be like, oh no. And it's pretty much just a pressure buildup. So the first thing you want to work on is your breath work. Other things that I would recommend too is just when you're going throughout your day, you want to breathe from your nose as much as possible. You don't want to be a mouth breather, right? Mouth breathing is not good, destroys the jaw. I mean, Andrew Huberman's done a couple very interesting podcasts on that exact subject. And breathing from your mouth is not going to help you, right? So avoid mouth breathing as much as you can. Breathe consciously, right? So whenever you breathe, you want to be conscious of the way that you're breathing. You want to make sure you breathe deep, man. You want to breathe deep. You don't want shallow breaths right here in your chest. That is not good. The reason why it's not good is that it kind of keeps you in the state, right, where you're almost like, oh shit, I'm nervous all day. You don't calm down. Whereas if you look at somebody that's calm, relaxed, they're breathing from the gut, man. They're breathing from the esophagus. They're breathing from their lungs. You want to be breathing deep, right? You want to do them belly breaths. You want to fully expand the breath. You want to fully enjoy the moment. You want to be present in the moment. And yeah, it's a little bit woo-woo. However, it's something that is necessary. If you don't learn how to breathe, dog, like if you can't breathe normally going down the street, you're breathing high and tight. I mean, same deal is going to happen when you're balls deep. You're like, oh shit, I'm balls deep. I'm ready to bust a nut. You're going to bust your nut real quick. So In order to avoid that, the first thing that I would advise anybody to do that wants to last longer in bed is get your breath work down. Get some type of breath work exercise regimen going and start off with that, right? Whether it's a 5-second breath hold, whether it's 7-second box breaths, whether it's meditation, do something. There's a whole bunch of different things online that you can follow on YouTube that just kind of offer different breath work exercises. It teaches you to ground yourself basically within yourself. It helps you to control who you are. So even when, like, let's say you're at work and something comes up, it allows you to actually ground yourself in a way that you may not have known you could have, just from doing this breath work alone. It's pretty powerful stuff, and it will translate into the bedroom. And a lot of people find it surprising at first, like, breath work, I never thought of that. But just remember the times that you're ready to bust, you're about to have your orgasm. What happens? That pressure buildup, right? You start to build up that pressure, and next thing you know, you blow up and your nuts busted all over the place. So to avoid that, you just want to slow down and just enjoy the ride. She's on top. You can't control right now. So what do? You just got to relax, buddy. You got to relax into it and let that orgasmic energy that's building up from your cock just slowly dissipate into all your body, just energize you, right? I mean, we are humans. And if you're a real human and not cloned, then you're probably a human that requires a holistic approach, which is mind, body, and soul. You need all these different things to work in tandem if you want to have the best sexual intercourse you've ever had. And the thing is, too, you're making love with somebody else, right? So you want to make sure that you guys are both on the same page. You got to make sure that you're able to give her what she needs so she can obviously enjoy the orgasms that she wants to have, right? So in order to get that going, you want to make sure you can control your breath work. That's the first thing you got to do if you want to last longer in bed. So again, if you guys do have any questions, coaching, all that good stuff, fat loss, baby, that is what I do. And that is what we will be touching on in the near future as well. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with that. You want to last longer in bed? Step number one that you need to focus on right now, my guy. Breath work. Slow it down. Edge. 5 seconds in, 5-second hold, 5-second out. Work on that and then continue to graduate, from there. And obviously when you're making love, just remember, breathe deep, man. Breathe deep, homie, slowly let it out. Slowly let it out. You don't want to be in that constant, like a jackrabbit just hammering along with no cardio. You don't want to do that. So step one of actual things that you can apply that are going to translate into how you make sweet love. We're going to start off with that breath work, bro. So start off with that, and I'll see you guys in the next part of this series.